hello and welcome to a very special non-Andrew episode of the SAC podcast.
A special non-Andrew podcast.
Yes.
That's what we're going to call it?
Yes, that's the title of the episode, actually.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, yeah, this is, the last of the whole forgetting one of the people in the podcast trilogy.
Mm-hmm. The reason we actually re-uploaded that one episode that was uploaded to Corbin's channel was because that one didn't have me in it, so it kind of balances everything out, because me and Andrew did the one without Corbin.
So it all works out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that for to add context to what that podcast even was at that time, it was in the midst of like not knowing what I wanted to do with my channel, all that kind of issues at that time. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know where even the channel was even going to go, because at the time I wasn't enjoying the videos I was doing, and I didn't really know what I liked to do. And then put that out, took a little bit of a hiatus for a while, and then came back, then left again, then came back.
Mm-hmm.
Which basically that's what it was for a while. But I mean,
now you're on a break
things are better
again?
now, obviously. Yeah, somewhat. I mean, at least I know what to do. At least I know what I want to do now. At least it's not what it was last time, where it's like I left because I didn't know what to do. At least this time it's a good break. It's just I just wanted to take a... I don't want to reveal why I'm taking a break. You guys will figure that out soon, but Sam knows why.
Mm-hmm. I do. That's true.
So, what are some topics we can talk about? Actually, before even I actually just thought of one. So this works out to talk about with Sam about this. So, Cuties movie.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing.
They
it exists.
updated their description.
I don't think they
did
website.
It. Or what happened? I just saw that someone said to look at it.
Yeah, no. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
But I was like, what the fuck, man?
That.
I don't know if they changed.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. But for a while, if you Googled the movie, it showed up as like a porn description, and that's kind of funny, but
But it's not at the same time.
Yeah, because it's true. There's a certain unfunniness to it, but like it's kind of, haha.
It's kind of like, what?
Yeah. There's also the absurdity to it, absolutely.
Yeah, there's like some that's fucked up kind of things to it. I don't know. I thought I would say we could have talked about that because that was pointed out there. Did they ever discuss of how that happened?
Mm-hmm. Andrew would have been very quiet during this discussion because, now that he's gone, we can talk about the fact that he is a pedophile.
What is this turned into?
Well, now that he's gone, I'm just saying, like, we're able to speak our minds freely, and, we can just say, man, he's a pedophile. Right? Right?
What?
Yeah.
This is satire, guys. Please don't actually take that seriously.
No, this is I'm dead serious right now. I'm dead serious.
Don't think Andrew's actually a pedophile, because that would be actually fucked.
I've never joked about anything in my life. I'm only ever serious.
Of course, yeah, never, right. No jokes at all.
No, what's a joke? What
a very serious led life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Jokes don't exist.
What even is that?
What else?
I've never heard of that.
So, one thing that I kind of wanted to talk to you about, and I thought you would have more input on this than Andrew would, but So I saw something you said a little bit back on Twitter about YouTube rappers are starting to get better now.
Yes.
They're having actually bigger music. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Gladly. I might not be the best at articulating what I'm trying to say, but I'm going to say it. So, like, the YouTube rapper trope, like, I don't see as much of it anymore. Like, all the, like, for example, Jake Paul. Don't like him, but his recent songs have been decent. Probably because he hired someone else to write them, but, like, at least he's doing that now. You know, at least he's, like, putting in that effort. And, like, Rice Gum is just off the face of the planet. And, like, KSI is doing, like...
He made, like...
KSI
made, like, 2 songs.
No, he
didn't.
made, like, 20 or something.
No. I meant this year.
Oh, this year, yeah. No.
Yeah, he made 2 trash songs.
Yeah. I think he, like, dropped
My
a
Ex?
snippet at one point. And like he dropped a snippet at some point, like on Twitter or something, and that snippet was decent, but then he never dropped the song.
Yeah,
so I don't know what happened
because
there.
he's starting to write his songs now, and now they're becoming awful.
True.
Because he doesn't write his songs.
Right.
I used to like Rice Gum, but then he became shitty.
Was he
I
ever
don't know,
not?
He became
though?
shitty over the last year. I mean, I liked him for a bit, but then like as of like 2020, he became shitty.
See, that is where we differ.
Well, he kind of like fucked off for a bit after he got his girlfriend, and then he comes back, and then he's like a total dickhead.
What's he not to begin with?
I mean, there's some stuff you can get it behind with it. At that point, like it's like satire, but now it's just kind of just some yeah.
I mean, I disagree, but all right.
Just he's like dying, not literally, but like YouTube wise.
I'm kidding. Yeah, but like you have those people, and then like you have. Okay, so have you heard of the channel Super Mega?
I guess, yes.
You have. Okay, so one of the guys from that recently dropped an EP, and I guess this isn't really more of a rapper thing. He's not rapping, but like, it's a good EP. It's really good. I like it a lot. And like Quadeca, and then like, I don't know where else I'm going with this. That was kind of the end of it, actually. That was all.
I mean, like, everyone's starting to, like, I feel like it's starting to break away from that whole, because then it became, like, everyone, like, there was a period where everybody was trying to sound like Drake.
True.
There was, like, a whole period of that. I remember that, because, like, every rapper you heard sounded the same, like, kind of, like, wave. You know, Rice Gum's kind of, like, that way, too.
Right.
When his songs were okay. Because, like, they were, like, I wouldn't say they were, like, at the beginning, like, they got better, and then they got bad. They went from bad, better, to bad. And then...
Okay.
But there are some, like, good YouTube rappers, and that's kind of what it's kind of good that there's getting better now. And the stigma is trying to break out. Because... Like, you know, there's always the stigma of if you're a YouTuber, you can't rap.
Right.
And that's just not true. There's a lot of, Quadeca, he's doing good stuff. I don't know if you know who Screwface Gene is.
I've heard of him, but, like, I haven't really paid too much attention to him.
He's really good. Crypt is really good.
I've heard of Crypt, but like I've never really liked his music too much. But like it's not, I can't really say it's bad. It's just like not to my taste personally.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like it. Who else is making it? Who are some YouTube rappers?
there are some that like.
I mean,
some of them like don't like to be referred to as YouTube rappers, which like I get, but like they're YouTubers and they're rappers, so like
yeah.
So Tabby is one of them, and he's not as much a YouTuber anymore, but he still kind of does it every now and then. He makes really good music, and thumbs up there. And there's like Kill Bill the rapper and Rav, some of my favorite rappers, have a Let's Play channel, and that's pretty good, and their music is really good. So again, not really YouTube rappers, because they're kind of primarily rappers, but like they started a Let's Play channel kind of. But yeah.
Right. Well, like there's someone who said like if I one of my raps, I would never mention YouTube, but it's like, why? You come from YouTube. Why are you trying to push away from it? You're doing YouTube videos.
That's true.
You know. And like some of the YouTubers though, like they get bigger and then they just kind of just cut off YouTube essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, like, cause there's cause you don't really see anybody who's like doing big things with music who does YouTube who still does YouTube.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like sometimes it's like legitimately just them like wanting to change the direction of their career, and like because they genuinely want to explore a different art form. That I'm fine with, but like sometimes it's clear that someone was doing YouTube only to promote their music, which like I don't really like at all.
Well, it's just the whole thing of them acting like they're not a YouTuber, like they were like they act like it never existed.
Right.
But it's like that's what they came up as.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. I mean, like that's why you don't see many people doing the same thing at the same time so much. I mean, who else was trying to get away from the whole YouTube thing?
Joji.
Joji. I think he's a good case, though.
I do, too. I like him.
I think that's... Because the way he did it, it's like, it was just his character, and it's like, and it's actually him, like, with his music, so...
Right, I'm not saying it as a bad thing. I love Joji, but, like, yeah. I'm just saying that as an example of, like, kind of that kind of thing happening.
Yeah, he quit YouTube years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 2017, I think.
And then there's... Remember that phase of Dax, like, saying he's not a YouTube rapper, but he does raps on YouTube?
I don't like Dax.
I don't either. I mean, I like some of his songs, but him as a person is so cringe.
Yeah.
Cringe God. Some of the clips I've seen of, what was that? Let's turn clout chaser to a positive word or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, what? No, that's not supposed to be a positive term.
No. Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a reason it has the connotation it has, and it is entirely justified.
Right, but I'm glad, like, you know, YouTubers are starting to get like a better stigma for, you know, music and stuff like that, because like there's music artists who are kind of like, you know what, fuck off, go somewhere else. You do what you're good at. You know, stay away from the music.
Right.
So, because you're on YouTube, then you're shit. And it's the only reason it's because of that is because the most popular music that comes out of YouTube are the shit ones.
Right.
That's the issue. Example, Jake Paul.
Yes.
He tarnished the whole thing of YouTube rap after every day, bro.
True.
I mean, like, even like, you know, there was Fresh Out of London. That was okay. And then there was, what was the other one? 23?
Yeah, 23.
Which was basically the same song. It's basically the same song,
slightly different instruments on the beat.
And then
he made Dummy, which is his
Which
most
is-
recent one, and that's not good.
Yeah, it's awful.
Like
It's
the
really
other
bad.
yeah, like the other two, I'm like, okay, these are kind of decent. Dummy's not good.
They tried to be
It
6'9".
it tried to be 6'9", and then just it did not be 6'9".
Oh my, that dude.
Didn't work.
That fucking dude.
Yeah, yucky, gross, not tasty.
He's trying to be the top boxer, which no. He had 2 fights. He barely won one of them, and the other one he won is just it wasn't. He didn't really even do much in that second fight. It was just because the other guy lost his balance and fucked up after that, and it kind of threw him off his whole game. And then, they got rocked in the first 5 minutes. So, and now, and I mean, he's having a boxing match coming up soon, and under the Mike Tyson card, which I still despise. He's under that. Out of all people. Okay, I'm good now.
All right. So I believe we left off at me saying I just do not care about YouTube rapping. Or not YouTube rapping, YouTube boxing. Too many YouTube things.
Too many YouTube things. Let me, there was something else that I wanted to talk about as well. Now, let me look at what. So, let's talk, okay, so another thing I wanted to say too was this, I meant to say this at the beginning, but the last podcast we originally had planned for this week too got scrapped.
Yeah.
We had a completely different podcast, and it was with Andrew.
It was.
But it didn't work out to finish it.
Yeah.
We did it halfway through.
And then we were going to pick it back up again because it was going to be like a pre and post election thing. And then we did not do that.
So now we just have post election.
Yep. So what about that election?
Damn, it was pretty political.
Yeah, it was. Unsubscribed from election.
Honestly, I was pretty upset Andrew didn't win.
Honestly.
That was fucked up. He got robbed.
He did. It's the Russians, man.
Those fucking Russians didn't let Andrew win.
Honestly.
Fuck.
God damn.
God, I'm still pissed about that.
Honestly. Dude.
I mean, Kanye almost had it in the bag though.
He almost did.
Him and Andrew and Kanye had it were kind of head and head, and then
True. Very
and then,
true.
Everyone was focused on that Biden and Trump, which we're not.
Who
gonna give
even
our
are
opinion
those?
here. Dude, I don't know. Which we're not going to give our opinions here because.
Corbin, who'd you vote for?
Andrew.
Me too.
So, yeah, we're pretty upset Andrew didn't win. So
Yeah, honestly.
Oh well. Well, we could shoot for 2024
Yeah, I guess.
and see if Andrew wins that election.
Okay, bit aside though, I find it very funny that Kanye scored lower in the polls this election than D's nuts did last election.
Yeah. Oh my god. Imagine if he would have gotten higher votes. Imagine. Oh my god. That would have been. So, that's what I was going to talk about. So, yeah, so we're talking about world things. Here in our state, we're back in lockdown.
True.
We're back in lockdown for another 3 weeks.
You're allowed to hang out with one non-family member at a time. Still.
Yep.
So, you're still allowed to hang out with people somewhat. But, it used to be, groups of 10 and under. Now it's groups of, I think, 5 and under, but only if they're all part of the same family.
Yeah, this whole thing's... this thing's gonna be something. I mean, I don't know. There's a whole thing going on around, there's a vaccine that's,
There is a vaccine.
90%, 95% done.
but it's not
and
going to
they're
be
putting
widely
it into
available.
test.
Yeah, it's not going to be widely available for a while. Like, it exists, but
Yeah. I don't know. This is gonna be something. Who knows when we go like back to normal life again?
hey,
Everyone's
side
hoping
note,
it's
shout
gonna
out
be
to our
next
listeners
year.
in Zimbabwe.
What?
Shout out to our listeners in Zimbabwe.
Yes. Shout out to us.
I'm looking at the dashboard. I'm looking at the dashboard. Our statistics, our listeners. Less than 1% of them are from Zimbabwe.
Thank you, Zimbabwe, for watching listening to our or watching. I mean, he could be watching on YouTube. To
True.
listening and watching to our podcasts, if
True.
question mark. So we don't want to put too much out there.
True.
But I don't know, man. Lockdowns, like, maybe it's not gonna get extended as bad as it was last time, where it's extended like 3 million fucking times. I mean, I don't
think
know. The
by
whole,
like mid next year, it should be like somewhat calmed down. But like,
yeah,
it'll still be like a while.
I think the whole thing that kind of made it kind of strange was they still let 8th grade back to like kindergartners still go to school.
Yeah. And like they're
That
the
was
most
kinda-
likely
that
to
was
spread
kinda
it. They're the
strange.
least responsible with their masks out of all the
Yeah.
grades.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking maybe this one isn't going to get extended, because
I mean, I guess they're also
it's
not the
a
ones fucking,
complete
so
lockdown.
you know. I mean, I hope they're not the ones fucking.
Nope.
But
anyways, the other thing, when I heard that the UK went back in lockdown, I knew it was only a matter of time when we're going to go back in lockdown. So, are we the only state that went in lockdown?
no, I think Ohio did as well, and
Oh yeah.
we can say we live in Michigan, right? That's not giving away too much.
Yeah, I've said it. Yeah, I've said it before.
Okay. Yeah, we do live in that state.
We have the famous state for Governor Whitmer. You know, the state with the most hated governor. So.
And it's like, isn't it only because the governor is telling people to wear masks? Isn't that why?
It might. I don't know.
That's what I've
It's
heard,
kind
but
of
like, don't take that too like. Don't quote me on that, because I have no
think
clue
it's
actually.
just the way she's handling it. I think that's the issue.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know
there was
enough about
certain
it
things.
to say.
It's the way she was handling it. That's one of the things, because I watched this podcast where someone said it's basically like it's like a mom taking away your privileges. And it's like, no, you can't get it back. Like, that's how she was kind of treating it. Be good and you can get it back.
Well, I mean, she's not wrong, though.
But that was with the first lockdown. That was the problem. That was the first lockdown where everyone had the problem.
Okay.
And I have a feeling that, like, the reason they had the lockdown now was because it's Thanksgiving time.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Because that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because Friday she had that announcement about, okay, Thanksgiving, no having, big events and shit like that, right? No having people outside your household in for Thanksgiving. But she probably realized over the weekend that Michigan people are going to be like, fuck that. We're still going to do it anyways. And then she's like, well, cool. Fuck that. You guys are going back into lockdown. And because it was in the span of 2 days, she wanted to put us in lockdown after making that order. So I have a feeling that's what happened.
Right.
It was too close. It was too close a timing for that not to be the same thing.
I mean, I guess that
You know
makes
what
sense.
You know what I wondered what they're gonna do?
What?
New York, for New Year's Eve.
True. Maybe they'll drop
they
the
gonna-
ball with nobody there.
That's what they're probably gonna have to do.
And just with, like, cameras and maybe, like... No, they're gonna have fucking Ninja FaceTime one of the big screens and
Yeah.
floss.
I wonder.
And now
I
it's
wonder,
gonna
are they
make
just
sense
gonna-
that nobody flosses back.
Well, they used to have like live performances,
Yeah,
but
so
I
they're
mean,
just gonna
okay,
have-
that would they could still do that,
They're gonna have
but
Billie
there would just
Eilish.
be no crowd there.
Yeah, they're gonna have Billie Eilish Discord call on the big screens and just have cameras pointed at them.
Discord call fucking bad guy.
Yeah. And it's gonna be like
It's like a
stuttery
shitty
and
microphone.
and it's gonna like freeze midway through
Oh,
for like 10 seconds and
I've
no one's
seen-
gonna
'cause
acknowledge it.
Well, I've seen where they've had things where people actually go and perform, but they don't have audiences.
Right. Yeah, I've seen those too, and they're
So-
probably gonna do that most likely.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I hope it's just not a Discord
Mm-hmm.
one. I mean, not Discord, Zoom call.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna have Discord of all the people in there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, why not? Hey.
You know, this is always gonna be like a year that we can just like talk to about.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to as you know when we get older.
True.
And it's like, damn, we didn't get to experience really much of a senior year. We spent it inside.
But
you
are we
guys get
missing
to
out on much?
The one thing I kind of hope we do, I hope we have prom at least. I kind of want to have at least one prom.
Yeah, I get that.
Because like, you know, going through life saying I never had a prom, and it's like fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like certain things where it's like, damn, you can't say you've done this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because you haven't, because you know of a pandemic. But I hope they at least have prom still,
Yeah.
because maybe it'll be better by that time. Because when they have prom usually after February, right?
I have no idea. I don't keep track of prom.
It's like March when they usually have it. So, I mean, maybe they'll have it by then.
Damn.
I don't know. This whole pandemic sucks dick. 2020 is just the worst.
True.
Who knows? We're in the final 2 months. Who knows what they have left for us?
That is also true.
But I mean, okay. I mean, we can hop off the subject because I'm pretty sure everyone's tired of hearing about coronavirus at this point.
True.
What's been going on with you, Sam? I never asked that. I never asked that today. What's been going on with you? What you been up to?
Nothing much. I mean, one thing happened, but I'm not going to talk about that on podcasts.
Okay,
You know what it is.
I do.
You
Think
do.
so.
There's only one thing I could be talking about.
Yes.
Yes. Mm. Yeah, so you know.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. About quarantine. Nothing happens.
About what?
That's the thing about, like, quarantine and lockdown. Nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. Like,
Ooh.
we just sit
Ooh,
inside.
it's the funny number time. I think that's a good time to close off the podcast.
1420.
14? No, Corbin, look at an actual clock.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the recording time.
No, we're at like
4:20.
35.
Oh.
We're at 35 something at like the total recording time.
That works.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, Andrew will be back for the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little
Mm-hmm.
thing, this little podcast bit.
This little episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you guys like if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you are listening to on Anchor, follow us. If you're listening on Spotify, follow us.
Anchor is just a distributor. If you're listening anywhere but YouTube, follow us.
Yes.
Because
And if you're listening,
we're pretty much everywhere at this point.
TikTok.
Oh, yes. I don't
Explain
think
about that.
Okay, so we have a TikTok account. We basically just post clips on there. Like to promote the podcast, I guess.
Do you wanna say the name of what it's called?
Yeah, it's just the SAC Boys. I titled it
SAC
that instead of podcast because, like, I don't know, at some point we might want to do other things on it or promote other non-podcast content on it. Because we're doing that.
Which
non-podcast content coming soon to the YouTube channel. So if you're listening other than YouTube, subscribe there. Go over there. Subscribe.
Whenever that happens.
Eventually.
Yeah, so just keep a hold onto the YouTube channel. You know, we'll have some more. That's why we're kind of doing video podcasts. So we add a little bit more to the YouTube channel, so it's not just the same thing as like other shit. Because you know you listen to, because if you don't have YouTube Premium, and then you're just kind of listening to the podcast on YouTube, and it's just a picture, then you're not going to really listen to it much. You get more listens if you go to, like, something that you could turn your phone off, go on a walk with. But then if you're on YouTube, you got to let it open. So if you want to see, like, a video, you get to see us talking. But then if you want to see an audio, go to the other platforms.
True.
We just big brain this shit. You guys can't handle this.
You can't.
Anyways. We're on a whole nother level. Subscribe, do all that. Andrew will be back for the next one whenever we choose to do the next one. Whenever he chooses to do the next one. We don't really do much too because there's not much going on. So that might be a good idea for us to do some more stuff for the channel because there's not much shit going on. But like, comment, subscribe, and peace.
Bye-bye.